Hello everyone. This is Amy with Simply Elizabeth Crafts, and I have the full-blown video for you now using the Loveliest tree bundle. So it is a stamp set and it is the dies, and we are going to create this card. I did a little short, a reel, a TikTok, whatever you want to call it. And so now I'm going to do the full walkthrough in the video for you, as well as soon as this video is posted, you will be able to go to my blog and actually check out a picture as well as the measurements for the cardstock, along with the detailed list of the products used. So make sure that you go over there and do that. The other thing I did want to tell you is that if you are interested, you can purchase from my online store, and I will mail all 3 of these cards to you. You just have to purchase by Friday of this week, and that will be May the 23rd. So make sure that you place your order. It's $50 before tax and shipping, and then you will get the make and take for each card mailed directly to you. All right, let's dive in, and we are going to move everything around and start here. So let's go ahead and stamp our tree onto our designer series paper. Now this is a designer series paper from the Beautiful Gallery. It is a stunning pack of paper. I was not sure that would really be my thing, but I'm telling you what, I can just about make any a card with any of the designer series paper in it. All right, I'm going to grab a piece of grid paper because, well, and it's going to be a whole stack tonight or today, whenever you're watching this. I'm making it at night, filming it at night. We're going to grab our black memento and we're going to ink it up. And then we're going to stamp it directly into the center, just like that. And then we're going to ink it up a couple more times. And I will tell you that it doesn't necessarily have to be perfect in that center. Oh no. And here I am dropping my ink pad on everything. All right. And then we're going to ink it up in several, in all 4 corners. We're going to flop it around and do it at different angles because we don't want it to be any areas that don't have, and I am not doing very well with this, I tell you what. And I'm gonna leave it just like this because sometimes we all make mistakes and you need to see that it's okay to do that. All right, so we're gonna close up that ink pad for a moment, and you're gonna see right here where it kind of skipped and stamped again. We're not gonna worry about it. We're gonna crumple this paper up just like this anyway, and you're not gonna even be able to tell. It'll be just fine. Sometimes I think I get the dropsies. Don't know why, but it sure does happen. And on this, you can see it's ripped. I have a couple other, I've made this card several times now, and it has ripped on some of the other ones, and that just gives it character, so don't worry about it. And then we're not going to really flatten it out, but we are going to kind of just pull it back so that it goes back to kind of a rectangle piece of paper. Now we're going to set that aside for just a minute. We are going to take our now inked up cardstock. We're going to flip it over and we are going to grab our, I don't know why I put the grid paper away. We're going to take our grid paper. We're going to take a pair of scissors, and we're going to rough up an antique, what I call antique, our edges. So we're just going to rub our scissors right across it. And it's going to give it like a rigid edge. And I think it does, it makes a card look very antique-y. I love antiques, and so this card was kind of up my little alley once it all kind of came together. It reminds me of pictures that my grandmother would have had in her house, you know, just of like, or even like fabric fabric. I think it would be better as a fabric than my grandmother would have had. She kind of liked that style. So, all right, I think this will be good enough. All right, now I've got a mess here, and I am not a person who likes a lot of messes. So I have a nifty little vacuum here. You can get it right off of Amazon, and we're just gonna vacuum it all up. But sometimes you need that little mess to kind of make a card exactly the way you want it. All right, so we're gonna set that aside. We are then going to take the edge, and we're gonna go ahead and take this edge over here, and we're gonna roll it. And we're gonna just roll it back and forth. We're gonna take it to the back too, because what we wanna do is we wanna split the cardstock. And when you loosen those fabrics, or not fabrics, the fibers, here I am thinking of fabrics now. When you loosen those fibers up in your cardstock, you can then start to pull it away. And it almost sometimes gives it like a leathery look as well, which is kind of cool. And then we're just gonna roll that down just like that, and we'll leave it there. Then we're gonna take this and we're gonna put adhesive on the back. And we're just gonna put it on our 4 edges. Then we're gonna lay this down. And when I lay this down, I am not pressing it down to be flat. I am just laying it down to adhere at least the edges. I think that gives it definitely a good antique look and just makes it pretty, in my opinion. So you're gonna have some bubbling, which is completely fine. That's what we want. All right, now we're gonna take this edge here and we're gonna roll it down too, okay? So then your Mossy Meadow cardstock and then your designer series paper, you're gonna have a roll and then a roll, okay? Then we're gonna take some linen thread. We're gonna tie a bow. And we don't have to have it too large, but we want our tails to be a little longer than what I typically cut them. Okay. And then we're gonna lay that there. Then we're gonna do it again. We're gonna tie another bow. So you're gonna do 2 bows with our linen thread. And it doesn't have, the bows don't have to be perfect sizes or perfect lengths as each other. All right, and then we're gonna, when we place it down, we're gonna place right below, okay? So it's gonna be like 2 bows, and that we're gonna put a little glue dot on this one because it doesn't have any more adhesive from that corner. All right, and then we're gonna place it right there. Then we're gonna grab a stapler, and then we're going to just staple right there over our bows, and then that's gonna keep your 2 corners down as well. And then if you want this to kind of look more antique-y, you can just kind of squash it and do all that with it, okay? All right, then we're gonna flip this over. We're gonna take our basic beige, and that is kind of looking crazy. So we're gonna put that on the very back because we don't need to waste cardstock. But if we do it this way, then the great thing is my little boo-boo will be on the back of the card and nobody will even care. Then we're gonna take dimensionals and we're gonna pop it up. And then one more right there. And then we're gonna attach it to the front. Oops, I got dimensional backing sticking to me. We'll lay it there. Then we've got this little piece of basic beige cut out using the nested essential dies, we are going to take the sentiment from Sunrise Sailing. So it's from this stamp set right there. Then we're going to take our black memento again, and I'm going to leave it flat on the table so I don't mess it all up again. And then we're going to stamp that down in the center. Okay, close it up. We will flip this over, put dimensionals on the back. We will attach it to the front of the card, right about here. Okay, and then last but not least, no, actually next to last but not least, so here's where I dropped the ink, so we're gonna put this as our back side. And now all of my little oopsies, well, there we go, we got another oopsie there, but that's okay. You know what we're gonna do? I know how to fix that. We are gonna put this down on our silicone mat. And this video is becoming some great tips and tricks for you. All right, so since I messed that up, we're gonna take it and we're gonna stamp our tree right there. And then now you can't even tell. We'll move that out the way. We're gonna stick this on our inside, right there. And then we need to add our embellishments, and we're gonna add these right here. These are called the adhesive back textured dots. I love these, especially for masculine cards. They're great for masculine cards. And then we're gonna just add a whole bunch of them to the front of our card. Let's do this one here in the open space. All right, there you go. And there is our last card with a full video walkthrough. And then again, make sure you go check out that blog. All right, everyone, thanks so much. See you next week. Bye.